Hello everyone, welcome to the course on genetics. In this video we are going to study the first type of genetic interaction, that is complementary genes, or it is also known as duplicate recessive genes, which will give ratio 9:7. So Mendelian dihybrid ratio, it will convert it into 9:7. Actual Mendelian ratio is 9:3:3:1, but here you can see that ratio it get converted into 9:7. So let us see what are the complementary genes. So see, when two or more genes contribute to the expression of a single character, or the condition in which dominance form of both genes are required for the dominant character to express, they are known as complementary genes. So in this condition, two or more genes are complementary to each other, and dominant allele of both genes are required for the expression of specific phenotypic character. So when homozygous recessive alleles will be present, they will give different types of another phenotype. So this will be more clear by this example. If two genes, that is gene A and gene B, according to their allelic form and combination, they will produce two possible phenotypes as shown here. So see here, you can measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So if all these types of progenies will be present, or if they are resulted from their parent, they will produce their phenotype as like this. So here you can, in the first case, you can see clearly that when both the dominant alleles are present in offspring, it will produce phenotype 1. So here you can see both capital A and capital B are present. Here also capital A, both capital A and one capital B. Here one capital A and two capital B, one capital A and one capital B. So the case is that when both the dominant alleles if present in a offspring, they will give rise to phenotype 1. So this particular phenotype is nothing but the dominant phenotype. So we can say if both dominant alleles are present in offspring, it will give rise to dominant phenotype. And you can see here the second case, when there is only one dominant gene is present, or alleles of only one dominant gene are present, then it will give phenotype 2nd. So see here, in this case you can see there are two capital A but no capital B. So phenotype will be recessive. If there is two capital small a and two capital B, the phenotype will be same like this, and it is different than the phenotype first. Here you can see only one capital A, here you can see only one capital B, then phenotype will be similar, identical. And there is an extreme case where both the alleles of both genes are recessive one. There is no any dominant gene present here. So in this case also, the offspring will express phenotype 2nd. So you must understand one thing, for the expression of dominant phenotype, both genes should contain dominant alleles. If any one gene or both gene if lacks dominant allele, then it will be give rise to phenotype 2nd. So from this example, it is clear that phenotype 1 is produced when one or dominant allele of each gene are present, otherwise phenotype 2 will be expressed. So this is because dominant allele of both genes are complementary to each other. Means, what is meant by complementary? So this statement is very important, which says that both genes are complementary to each other. Means, for the expression of any dominant character, both the genes should come together and they will help each other for the expression of that character. So this is called as complementary. So here you can see, if both dominant genes is present, they will give rise to the phenotype that is dominant. So in this case, Mendel's the hybrid ratio, it becomes 9 raised to 7 from 9 raised to 3 raised to 3 raised to 1. You can understand it well by this example. When a pure line purple flowered, that is capital C and capital P, sweet pea, that is Lathyrus odoratus, this is the plant. So it is crossed with the white flowered, that is small c small p, variety of same plant in F1 purple flower, that is, we know it is hybrid offspring will be formed, produced, which is heterozygous other than both parents. So if F1 plants crossed among themselves, in F2 they will produce 9 purple flowered and 7 white flowered offsprings. So here you can see these are parent, this is parent first and this is parent second. So here this parent is homozygous and dominant, and which produces purple flowers, and this parent, it is homozygous recessive, which produces white colored flowers. So it will give rise to gametes capital C capital P, this will give rise to small c small p. Hybrid, as usual, it will form hybrid like this, it is heterozygous unlike its parent, and it will produce F1 gametes as usual. If selfing of these F1 gametes is done or allowed, it will produce the phenotype in F2 generation as like this. So here you can see these are F1 gametes, suppose these are males and these are females. If we cross them, they will produce such type of 16 offsprings, where this particular offspring, here you can see both are dominant, here also both dominant, here also you can see both are dominant, here also C as well as P are dominant, here also you can see both are dominant, here also you can see both are dominant, here also, and in this case also. So all these are having both the alleles, it may be 2 or 1 or 2 allele of both genes. If they are dominant, they will give rise to dominant phenotype, that is purple, or all these are the different combinations of alleles, still they will produce one type of phenotype, that is purple flowers. In the second case, you can see this particular offspring, it contains only one dominant allele, that is capital C. Here you can see only one capital C, here you can see only one, that is capital P, capital P, capital P, capital C, and here we will discuss about this afterwards. So here you can see all these are the different combinations of alleles, still they produce only one type of phenotype, that is similar phenotype, and that is we can say recessive phenotype, that is white colored flower. Though there are different types of combination, they will produce white colored flowers. Why? Because there is only one dominant allele, or only one gene represent dominant allele. No other gene has the dominant gene, it contains recessive gene. So as per our rule of complementary genes, if both genes will produce dominant allele, then and then only dominant character will be expressed. Here you can see only one gene represent dominant allele, so in all these cases, so the phenotype will be recessive. In last case, if you see, this is case very different from all these, because here you can see there is no any dominant allele present, all alleles are recessive, so still it will produce the phenotype like these. So if there is no any dominant allele, or if there will be only one gene contains dominant allele, it will produce the similar phenotype, that is white colored flowers. So this above table shows that gene C and gene P are complementary to each other, hence phenotypic ratio will be 9 purple and 7 white colored flowering plants. So these are some references. If you like video, please like, comment, subscribe, press bell icon and share with your friends. Thank you.